In the expansive and intricate world of Helena Blavatsky's The Secret Doctrine, the intricate interplay between spirit, matter, and consciousness is not merely theoretical, but an essential framework for understanding the universal laws that govern our existence. Blavatsky's text, dense with esoteric wisdom and profound insights, explores these themes through various lenses of balance and interaction, emphasizing a universe governed by dynamic and interdependent relationships. This introduction aims to navigate these complex relationships using a structured analysis based on coexistence, reinforcement, causality, and more, drawing from Blavatsky's profound assertions to illuminate the pathways through which these elemental forces influence one another and evolve. Coexistence and equilibrium. Blavatsky emphasizes the interconnectedness of spirit, matter, and consciousness. She states matter is the vehicle for the manifestation of soul on this plane of existence, and soul is the vehicle on a higher plane for the manifestation of spirit, and these three are a trinity synthesized by life. This quote underscores the coexistence of these elements, each dependent on the others for manifestation and existence. Their interactions create a balanced system where each component is vital. Equilibrium is maintained when these components are balanced. Blavatsky writes, as long as the human soul and body are in perfect harmony, the human is in a state of equilibrium. The instant the harmony is disturbed, the individual is out of equilibrium. This highlights how the absence or imbalance of one element disrupts the overall harmony, demonstrating that equilibrium relies on the presence and balance of all three components. Reinforcement and feedback. Blavatsky's concept of spiritual evolution through karma and rebirth is cyclical and reinforcing. She explains karma brings about its own adjustment through the law of cause and effect, which ensures that every cause must have its effect. This process of karma leading to rebirth and subsequent evolution reinforces itself continuously, driving spiritual growth through a self-perpetuating cycle. The absence of karma disrupts this cycle, as Blavatsky states, without the doctrine of reincarnation, our life would be meaningless and empty, a mere chaos of events and experiences without coherence or consequence. This indicates that without the feedback mechanism of karma, the process of spiritual evolution cannot proceed, emphasizing the interdependence of these elements. Causal and reversion. Blavatsky describes the law of causation as a fundamental principle. She writes, every action generates a force of energy that returns to us in like kind. What we sow is what we reap. This causal relationship shows that actions lead to consequences, and through these consequences, learning occurs, reinforcing the idea that causation is a driving force in the universe. Reversion is seen when the absence of consequences halts actions. As Blavatsky notes, if there were no cause and effect, the universe would be in a state of chaos and disorder. Here she illustrates that without the feedback of consequences, actions would cease to have meaning, and the process of learning and evolution would stop, demonstrating the importance of reversion in maintaining order. Nonlinear and retrospective. Blavatsky discusses the nonlinear nature of spiritual progress, saying, the path of initiation is not a straight line, but a spiral. Every cycle takes the soul to a higher level of consciousness. This quote highlights how spiritual growth is a complex, non-linear process involving initiation, enlightenment, and understanding in a spiraling progression. Retrospective understanding is key in Blavatsky's philosophy. She writes, in looking back upon our past lives, we learn the lessons that lead to our future growth. This retrospective insight helps individuals understand their spiritual journey, linking past enlightenment to future initiation and emphasizing the cyclical nature of spiritual evolution. Inclusive and exclusive. Blavatsky emphasizes the holistic nature of esoteric wisdom. She asserts, true knowledge is an amalgamation of wisdom, compassion, and understanding, each feeding and enriching the other. This inclusivity means that gaining knowledge leads to wisdom, which in turn fosters compassion, creating a comprehensive and integrated spiritual understanding. Exclusion disrupts this harmony, as Blavatsky warns, without compassion, wisdom becomes mere knowledge, and without wisdom, knowledge is empty. This highlights that the absence of one aspect, compassion or wisdom, diminishes the whole, showing that exclusive relationships can lead to an incomplete understanding. Conjoined and bottlenecked. The integration of physical, mental, and spiritual planes is crucial in Blavatsky's teachings. She writes, The physical plane is the manifestation of the mental and spiritual planes, all conjoined in the human experience. This illustrates how these aspects are intertwined, with each influencing and supporting the others. Blavatsky discusses the consequences of lacking one aspect. When the spiritual or mental plane is neglected, the physical plane becomes a mere shell. This indicates that the absence of the spiritual or mental aspects creates a bottleneck, preventing holistic development and leading to an imbalanced existence. Harmonic and dissonant. Blavatsky describes the harmony between different aspects of being. She states, harmony in the human experience is achieved when spirit, matter, and consciousness are in perfect balance, each reflecting the other. This highlights the idea that when these elements are in harmony, a balanced and fulfilling existence is achieved. Dissonance, or the lack of harmony, leads to disruption. Blavatsky notes, when consciousness is not aligned with spirit and matter, chaos ensues and the individual experiences turmoil. This demonstrates that the absence of one aspect disrupts the harmony, causing dissonance and imbalance. Convergent and Divergent. Blavatsky speaks of the convergent path towards unity. She writes, the ultimate goal of spiritual evolution is the convergence of spirit, matter, and consciousness into a unified whole. This indicates that the spiritual journey is about bringing these elements together into a cohesive and harmonious state. Divergence leads to fragmentation. Blavatsky warns, when spirit, matter, and consciousness diverge, the individual experiences fragmentation and disintegration. This highlights that divergence, or the separation of these elements, leads to a loss of unity and coherence. 9. Combination and division. The dynamic interplay of creation and destruction is central to Blavatsky's philosophy. She states, creation and destruction are two sides of the same coin, constantly interacting to bring about preservation and renewal. This combination of forces leads to a dynamic and ever-changing reality. Division disrupts this interplay. Blavatsky notes, when creation and destruction are out of balance, preservation becomes impossible, and chaos ensues. This illustrates that without the proper balance between creation and destruction, division occurs, leading to instability and disorder. 10. Association and Disassociation. Blavatsky emphasizes the associations between different planes of existence. She writes, matter, spirit, and consciousness are intrinsically linked, each influencing and shaping the other. This association leads to the manifestation of reality, where each aspect plays a crucial role. Disassociation disrupts this manifestation. Blavatsky warns, when the link between spirit and matter is broken, consciousness loses its grounding, leading to disorientation and confusion. This highlights that disassociation, or the separation of these aspects, leads to a breakdown in the manifestation and understanding of reality. 11. Integration and disintegration. Blavatsky discusses the process of integrating elements into a holistic understanding. She asserts, true wisdom is the integration of knowledge, understanding, and compassion, each aspect enriching the other. This integration leads to a comprehensive and balanced spiritual perspective. Disintegration leads to a loss of wisdom. Blavatsky warns, when knowledge, understanding, and compassion are separated, wisdom disintegrates, leaving behind fragmented and incomplete truths. Exploring the secret doctrine through the proposed models of interaction, ranging from coexistence and equilibrium to integration and disintegration, reveals not only the depth of Blavatsky's philosophical and spiritual insights, but also offers a structured approach to understanding her teachings on a deeper level. Each pair of concepts, whether reinforcing or counteracting, serves as a mirror reflecting the multifaceted nature of existence as understood in theosophical thought. As we dissect these interactions, we uncover the inherent wisdom in viewing life as a complex but harmonious blend of forces, each necessary influencing and balancing the other. This analysis not only enhances our comprehension of Blavatsky's work, but also encourages a more nuanced appreciation of the interconnectedness of all aspects of life, urging us towards a more holistic understanding of our place within the cosmos.